long as we accept that there has to be due process.
At the same time, President William Ruto has sustained his onslaught on the judiciary for the past 1 week, training his guns on the judges he believes are corrupt. His threats of disobeying court orders from the alleged corrupt judges appear to be taking root even in Parliament, where the Finance and Planning Committee and the Housing Committee plan to rule out public participation in the Affordable Housing Bill 2023, despite the courts stopping it until the matter is determined. But as KTN's political affairs reporter Emmanuel Tu now reports, more voices have come up asking President Ruto to follow the laid-down procedures if he has any issue against judicial officers.
Nani ajui hapa kuna ufisadi inaendelea mahakamani? Sio kama tunaelewana.
It is the latest in a string of sustained week-long attacks against the judiciary by President William Ruto, who has alleged corruption in the corridors of justice. In his onslaught, the head of state maintains his mission to rid the judiciary of corruption is unstoppable, although he has not stated how he will go about it. The law on removal of judges from office is through the setup of a tribunal.
If the executive has evidence and perhaps they're finding it difficult to present it to the Judicial Service Commission, we invite them to present it to the Law Society. We will look at it, we will review it, and we will prepare the necessary petitions.
The calls by the bench and the bar and the opposition by extension to have him back on track seem to be falling on deaf ears. As it appears, the president's threats to defy court orders is slowly infiltrating Parliament, where he enjoys massive support. Legislators are now plotting to continue with public participation on the Affordable Housing Bill 2023, despite active orders barring the same.
You cannot gag an independent body to do their work. Unless now the courts tell us, then who do they expect to make laws? Because the same way Parliament cannot make judgment and we cannot issue court orders.
Pundits argue the president is completely off the rails.
That he should desist from telling people that we have a corrupt judiciary or we have corrupt judges. Again, as I've said to you, there are ways of handling that problem. If he has any evidence, let him hand over this evidence to the Judicial Service Commission. Let him hand the evidence to the Chief Justice. Let him hand this evidence to the Attorney General.
You can question the decision, but you should not be seen to threaten the judiciary, the other arm of government. So it is very unfortunate for the president that he gives the impression that he wants to cut everybody to size and every institution to his size, whatever that is.
Then the president cannot be the one leading the allegations against those judges when he is the one who is supposed to form the tribunals leading for their removal. That role should be left to other parties.
The president, who had shown signs of climbing down from his hard stance on the judiciary, seems to have gotten back to the head-on collision with the judiciary, an independent body according to Article 159 of the Constitution of Kenya.
Mzee Jomo Kenyatta, I practiced law during his regime. I was a magistrate during his era. At no stage did he ever try to belittle judges. To the contrary, he extended respect to them. That is the way things should be done.
If this trend continues, it's likely to be worse than it was between 1982, 1982 and 1988. Because in 1982, that's when Parliament, which again was docile, passed Section 2A.
Emmanuel To, KTN News, Nairobi.
Let's shift to matters education, and as the candidate